Hello, everybody. So the Corset 2020 Best of One draft queue is here, and we're gonna be doing some of that. This is gonna be we're gonna be doing some of this for the next couple stream or two, and then Cube is going to be reappearing on MTGO. Right now, it's like a kind of wacky sealed thing, and I'm not super interested in sealed, so I'm gonna pass on that. But until then, we have this draft format, Corset 2020, which I've been enjoying well enough. I mean, it is a Corset draft format at its core. So, but let's go ahead and, you know, give it a whirl, as it were. Alright. So, yeah, this is going to be the best of one, 7 wins, 3 losses. So, that's where we're at. Let's start it up. Alright, what do we... Oh, boy. Okay, alright. Sephara Skyblade. Yeah. Okay. Four Swords Adventure seems fine. The rest of the pack just figures good. Chandra's Outrage, I think, is the best of the red kill spells. Reduced Ash is the worst. Hey, Jerk, thank you for the sub. Leafkin Druid is a good card. I play this one a lot. I think we just go with Sephara and see how this goes. Blue-White Fliers is a very strong archetype. And this, even for 7, this card's fine. If you cheat it out, yikes. So, we'll go ahead and try that. Go a little light. This card's actually been a lot better than I expected it to be. So. Alright, Sephara. Alright, going a little light. Cloudkin Seer. Yes, that's exactly the sort of thing we want with the blue-white flying. So, again, Gauntlets of Light is very much like that totem armor in the most recent set, which can make some real powerful creatures. Donny Angel's fine. Metaable. But yeah, Cloudkin Seer, this is a card that we'll see play in every deck. No matter what I'm doing, as long as I'm in blue, Cloudkin Seer will be in the deck. It's evasive, it draws cards, it's an elemental. Like, everything about this card is good. So, let's roll with that. We're seeing blue and white a little bit drying up here. Not enough for me to jump ship yet, because Aerial Assault is a very good card for, even not in the blue-white Flyers deck, just in general, like, it is, you know, destroy target tapped creature, assassinate, / vengeance, / any number of cards that have done this in the past. It's fine. This gets the job done, and it has some incidental life gain on the side. Just fine. I don't... Oh boy. I had an opponent play Dragon Mage against me in like an off-stream draft, and they hit me with it, and I discarded my hand of 0 cards, and I drew 7. And I went, okay. Like, I don't... What? Alright, Ether Gust. Alright, Metropolis Sprite gets us some more Flyers going. That seems good. More Thought Distortion. This is the Control Mirror breaker, basically. Ether Gust is fine in a sideboard format, but, like, actually quite good in a sideboard format, but not very good here. Sleep Paralysis is probably the other choice, but I actually want to get a, like, it is important with Sephara that we hit a critical mass of Flyers. Also notable that Chandra's Embercat is still here. The AI seems to pick this thing pretty decently, like, highly, so seeing it is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so... We'll pick up Metropolis Sprite, we'll get some more things. Again, we're seeing our color combo just get completely, get slowly removed here. Not sure how we want to deal with that. I don't really want to jump ship. I mean, Thought Distortion 3 ain't the card I'd want to. Ripscale Predator and Tomebound Lich are fine cards, though. Tomebound Lich is very good. Looting on coming to play or damage to a player Lifelink Death Touch. I think I'm going to pick up Evolving Wilds. Get ourselves a little bit of fixing. I'd be fine with Raise the Alarm as well. I'm not, like, huge on the card, but, like, I'm not huge on the card here. I actually like the card a lot. I've just had it underperform in this format. Befuddle. Yeah, you can see we're going to need to rely on pack 2 a lot here. So, I'm going to go ahead and pick up Vial of Dragonfire. This removal's not great, but it is removal at the end of the day. And in blue-white, we kind of... beggars can't be choosers. Befuddle's fine, too. Alright, Fairy Miscreant. I think I'm okay picking up Fairy... Ooh, so Fairy Miscreant in this deck should work out fine. This is the one of the decks that wants this card. Not only... So, again, it's been asked, like, how do you get me to play a Flying Man? And the answer is add a line of text. The line of text on this is very good. Duplicates draw you cards. But, not only that, we have Sephara. And Sephara gives us very high reason to want early creature, like early flying creatures. So we'll pick up the Miscreant. All right, that's great. Oh my God, this freaking Heart Piercer bow. I'll have to. But Tranquil Cove sadly is gonna have to go here. But second Fairy Miscreant. The way Fairy Miscreant plays, the more we get Miscreants, the better they get. I kind of want 4 before I feel happy about them, but, you know, we'll play them. Not a lot left in here. The red's still fine. So, I'm just gonna pick up, like, I don't know, Gauntlets. Gauntlets has some targets in this deck that are fine. I don't know, I'll pick it up because it might be playable. The second one ain't gonna be picked up, though. We're either gonna pick up Scuttlemutt, or we're gonna pick up Anticipate. I think Scuttlemutt is probably better here. It will help us if we want to swap colors a little more. I don't really care about this pack, so let's go ahead and... Yep, Thought Distortion X3. Alright. So those are all cards I don't want in my deck. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Okay, and Anthony Farnstrom, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it a lot. Hope you are enjoying. Yeah, sideboards. So get in there, Thought Distortion. Alright. Here we've got Drawn from Dreams, which is an incredibly strong card. Like, I've gotten to play with and against it, and it's very powerful. Aerial Assault again, very good. Frostlink's quite good. Metropolis Sprite gets the job done. One thing with Drawn from Dreams is that it makes it a lot easier for us to find our Sephara. And, like, we have a lot of evasive threats that we can, like, tutor up with that. So I think the Drawn from Dreams might be real. Like, in my mind, it's like that Aerial Assault, and then, like, below those two is Frostlink's Sprite. Like, the question is how, like, if we want our deck to have, like, a good amount of this, like, more Aerial Assault ain't gonna be bad, right? Like, the thing with Drawn from Dreams is that Divination costs 3, and then for 1 more mana on Divination, you get to look at top 7 instead of 2. I'm fairly positive we're that white is our other color. Like, take a look at the cards we have. Like, Cloud can see, like, Aerial Assault and Sephara are 2, but, like, our blue ain't any, like, better. If we're gonna, like, drop a color for it not being great, like, throw a whole deck in the garbage. I don't know, like we right now we have sort of mediocre flying creatures. We, like, the big thing is that, like, Vial, Dragonfire, Gauntlets of Light, I don't even want that. Scuttlemutt doesn't do anything at the Mo. I don't know. Alright, oh! Not much here for us other than that Sprite, and I think I'm fine picking up some more of those, so that'll get well. Dragon, War Chief. I've seen a lot of people play this in Limited, I've never seen it do anything. Pick more sprites up. Hopefully we can find more, No, we really can't. Okay. Interesting that we are just kind of out on a limb here. Do I need to seek a third color? Do I need to seek... Maybe. I don't like the rest of this pack. There's no white... Like, Moment of Heroism and Inspired Charge don't do a lot for me. I'm fine with, like, one charge, but as a pick 3, that seems awful. Zephyr Charge is quite bad. Pick up the Vanguard, maybe? Okay, another Aerial Assault. That's fine. Hey, and a Boreal Elemental, and this is a very good flyer. This thing, okay, so we're doing fine. Okay, that's just like one pack or two not going our way. So let's go ahead and let's pick up a Boreal Elemental. This thing is pretty good at being like immune to removal tricks. Not much here. Pick up that Aegis, pick up a Negate. Yeah, not really a lot I like here. How many of these do I need before I feel like not awful about it? Put target creature with 4 power or greater on the bottom of its owner's library. Sure, you know what? That's probably fine. There's not always going to be a target for that, but there should. We don't have a lot of pump, and by that I mean we don't have any, so it's fine picking up like another Vial or a Befuddle. Fencing Ace. We can get our Convolute. We can also pick up the Windscarred Crag. Two cards lets me maybe splash that Sky Knight Vanguard. Let's try that. Alright, let's get the Inspired Charge. I want one of... Well, okay, fine. I guess I'm stuck with 2 of it. This speed goes way later than I think it should. Alright. So let's go ahead and cut out... I don't want Agda Treason on a splash. I don't want Inspired Charge 2. I don't want 90% of this pack, huh? Yeah, this is Frostlinks or Bust. There's nothing else in this pack I want. So, that's good. At least we got something. Yeah, this card's quite good. Like, not like... Yeah, like... Much better than, like, the rest of this. Like, you know, there's some fine cards outside of colors. I'm fine with a lot of these, but... Let's get a Frostlinks. Loyal Pegasus is fine. Taunting Angel. Pacifism. Pacifism, huh? This is actually a lot better pack. Got, like, 4 cards I'd probably be willing to play main. Yeah, let's get a little bit more removal going. Make this fine. Cutthroat, Soulmender, Murder. More Metropolis Sprite, I guess. That's really our deck, is Metropolis Sprite deck. Hey, there's Griffin Protector. This one's a really nice flyer. This one can get in instances where others cannot. So, one of the tricks with Risen Reef in Limited is I actually don't think it's very good in Limited unless you're 3 colors. The reason is that a lot of the best elementals in red, in blue, are so high-picked that you're not going to have, like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, you're totally getting Cloudkin Seer and Frostlinks on the wheel. Like, those are, every deck wants those. It's not like the elemental deck only wants those. And that's one of the problems with, like, wanting or forcing a blue-based elemental deck. Okay, I actually really wanted a Griffin Sentinel. This card's just fine for this deck. You know, we didn't get the card that makes this deck tick, sadly. So, The biggest threat that this deck can play is this uncommon flyer that's like a blue, white, 1, 2, 3 flyer that pumps all flyers you control. It's by far the best threat that you possibly have. And it's something we just don't have access to. I think I'm fine actually picking up Dawning Angel here. Sleep paralysis is obviously real, but I'm counting up my removal, and it's like, I don't know if we need one. Maybe we do. I think that's not the worst. Anybody in this game ever thought, oh yeah, I had too much removal, and that's what got me? Like, sure, moment of heroism. Pick up the Pegasus. I actually think that card's fine. So we're playing the worst number of Fairy Miscreants, which kind of sucks. Again, this deck has some pretty obvious problems, but it has some pretty obvious strengths in that it has a ton of flyers, which, that's great. Like, if we can just play a ton of flyers, A+, you know, that's a place we can succeed from. The problem is, alright, so let's... Okay. So I'm gonna put in the removal stuff first. Sleep paralysis. Maybe the vials, we'll see. Alright, and then we got like... I'm only playing the Miscreants because we have Sephara. How much room do I have left? I can play the Foot Soldiers and maybe have them work out. I can play the Vials and have them just be functional removal. What's our creature count right now? 13. We could probably use a little bit more on that. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to bother with red. I don't like splashing for a 2-drop. Like, this card's fine. This card, actually, by fine I mean, the card's a very good aggressive creature, but, like, we don't want to splash for a 2-drop that we'll probably be playing on 4, and then, oh, sweet, it's a Squire. So... I disagree with that, Edric, because every time I've played against Sephara, my opponent has tapped 2 Fairy Miscreants, a Metropolis Sprite, and a Griffin Sentinel to make a 7/7 on turn 4, or something like that. And it's like, excuse me, what? I'm like, yeah, sure, that board was like 5 power of flying, but now it's 12. You know, and... So... Curve looks fine. We can play the Battalion Foot Soldiers just as, like, bodies. I can play the Inspiring Charge. And, like, a couple other cards. Vial of Dragonfire is probably gonna be okay. Yeah, there's a reason I haven't put them in there, Silent Hill. It's, I'm looking at these and it's just like, no. Like, okay, so when I talked about Fairy Miscreants, like, I want like 3 or 4 of these, and then like every one of those is gravy on top, and we're playing 2, and they're gonna suck. But Battalion Foot Soldiers, like, oh yeah, I've got 5 Battalion Foot Soldiers, what a good deck. It's like, no, you just have a bunch of Grey Ogres. You get stuffed by like Moreland Inquisitor, you know? Good job. Let's... Inspired Charge and some Vial of Dragonfires. Maybe a little heavy on removal, but that's okay. Hold on, I put in the Evolving Wealth, right? Yeah, sweet, okay. So yeah, we are heavy on Metropolis Sprite. We need the removal to not die to just like better aggressive creatures on the ground. Does Scuttlemott's color change ability matter at all in this format? There's like a cycle of creatures with protection. That's the only thing that it affects. There's a cycle of like, you know, red creature with pro white, black creature with pro green, etc., etc. But it's literally one cycle of cards. That's it. There's no, sorry. And I guess the cycle of like color dislikers. Countered, but even those don't all work with Scuttlemutt. So. Alright, well, let's go ahead and keep this. We got removal, we got Sprite. Because, like, Scuttlemutt doesn't do anything for the Veil of Autumn or whatever the heck that card is. You know? Dynamo Flame. Moment of Heroism on Metropolis Sprite lets us attack real heavily. It's kind of nice. Okay, opponent's on the mold of 6. Let's go ahead and just resolve this now. Situation where in paper you would say, I'll resolve this on your turn, and then you shuffle for a minute. And... Alright, what do they got? Red. Alright. Fairy Miscreant is here. That's fine. Metropolis Sprite can get in for 2. We can start the clock. Red-blue elementals. The actual... Oh, well, heck, alright. So that's one of those that gets out of hand pretty quick. It attacks with 3. It's pro-white. We can't remove it with pacifism. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna leave Fairy Miscreant back because it felt like my opponent was unwilling to attack with that 3-1 because of it. So, Grixis. That's an interesting combo. They must have some... The blue is the splash? The blue is the... Well, alright, let's learn. Okay, happy to see Drakuseth in the yard. Alright, let's play our best card. I'm just gonna Moment of Heroism if they blocked, yeah. So, because the reason I'm fine with playing Moment of Heroism there is that we're all about flyers. So if I can get rid of those Goring Vulture and then use pacifism to deal with like big ground threat, that'll feel great. Right now they're gonna hold that Goring Vulture back so that they can block Cloudkins here, and the Unchained Berserker is sort of holding has Fairy Miscreant holding it off. So the moment that we block with Fairy Miscreant, we will draw our other one, which is not great, but guarantee as it is. And we got Moment of Heroism on our own creatures to maybe dodge some removal. There's that Lich. So that's their blue splash, is the Lich. That card's very powerful, as mentioned before. Because, again, lifelink, Death Touch, loot on hit, like, everything about that's a good threat. Okay, they got a lot of looting. Interesting. Please attack with that Goring Vulture. Okay. Alright, could technically use a little less lands here, but... I like having a cat. Alright. Sucks. I thought about pacifying that Tomebound Lich, but, like, I feel like there's gonna be a really big ground threat. I only have one card left to deal with a really big threat. So, I kind of want to hold my final piece of removal until I draw the answer. I like having the cat around. There we go. Interesting. Alright. 2 for 1 on their end. Yeah, that Tonebound Lich is going to improve their hand quality. Yeah, that might just be worth the pacifism. Shit, nope. There's that soul cell. Really? Interesting. You didn't pick it up. You know. Huh. I mean, they've got the Lich in play. Like, yeah, it's 7, but they're at 5 mana, and like that Lich can draw them into things. Hey, Boreal, how you doing? Yeah, I'm done with that. We have 6 in the air. Let's race. They discarded their flyer. Oh. Alright, I am the one who looks like the fool for having made any choice. Alright. Alright, motherfucker. Let's rock. Bring it on! Dragon v Angel. Buddy, I've got real bad news about your attacks here. You're not actually the one winning. Oh, you're gonna learn pretty quick. Here we go. Yep. Cool. A+. Indestructible, my friend. Oh, that's a little bit of a beating. Thanks. Thanks, Sephara. So yeah, creatures you control with flying have indestructible. Oh, that's a really good idea. I should probably get a bot like that. Anyway, that was like, that was a roller coaster. Like, you know, it's like, oh, I should pull the trigger on this pacifism. Immediately punished. It's like, wow, what do I got? Deck provides. All right, sweet. Like, anything but Sephara, and I lost directly in that point. But indestructible your team is pretty good. Saying sucks, right? Like, let me rephrase. This hand's really good if I draw an island, which is 1 in. So there's 9. 3 draws. Yeah, I'm not risking that. Sure, you're fine. Draw from Dreams makes the hand a lot better. think Frostlinks is the worst here. We want the Sprite for aggression. We want pacifism. Frostlinks is just sort of there. And we want Drawn from Dreams. Okay, opponent's on the mold 6 too, so things work out. You want to get rid of planes? Sure, pro green. Nah, I can't have counters on my cards. Come on in. Like I said, there's the cycle protection cards. They do exist. Mono black? Mind rot me? I mean, mind rot me here would be pretty decent. Wouldn't be bad. We both mulligan, so you'd get your card advantage back. I'd discard like planes and fuck that card. This card's so good. Like, Audacious Thief is so good. Let me tell you about Audacious Thief and how audacious this card is. Okay. Get in there with Sprite and then we'll play Drawn from Dreams. What's up? So yeah, it gets it on attack. Oh, wow, 5 lands, huh? Sure glad I'm casting this. Get out of here. Garbage. 5 lands, bottom of the library in random order. Hell yeah. Random, I wonder what those are. Okay, pattern match for Audacious Thief number 2, right? Yup. If you're mono black, you have like 3 copies of that, I assume. Oh my god. Yo. Hey. How's it going? What up? Alright, do you got murder? I hope you don't have murder. Anyway, here's my limited deck. We're pretty weak to murder right now. Bone Splinters. That's about it. This figure doesn't matter. No, I'm taking that hit. You're not gonna, like... There's a hill giant that, destroys a creature that was dealt damage this turn. I'm lifelinking for 7, so we're not gonna walk into that hill giant. Sure. We'll gain 5 life off this, too. Put him to 3. You can have Audacious Thief at 3 life. So yeah, like I said, Sephara turned a board that was like, decent clock, okay, like not the worst, like, kind of on parity with our opponent into, oh, it's over. So that was a pretty good draw. Sure, we can attack with 30 creatures. 1 mana 7/7, you know? Yes. I actually really like the cycle of legends in this set. I think they're all really, like, interestingly designed. I would not keep this without Drawn from Dreams in here. Like, they're all really, like the dragon has got a really cool attack trigger. Oh boy, our opponent's life gain deck, huh? So we're gonna see some, like, well, that's why we play fixing, is so that this can function. Okay, so our deck had a little bit of like a stumble start, but that's okay. Our opponent's not doing a very aggressive opener either. They're just sort of negating our start, whereas we're gonna be playing a lot of evasive creatures and removal. Every single time, that card is so audacious. Well, Pegasus. So we're gonna aerial assault that card next turn. I think the best thing our opponent could actually do right now would be Mind Rot. That would suck. Like, just untap Mind Rot me would throw me into a, like, hell portal. Right? So, Audacious Thief, that's fine. You get your other card. I'm not letting you have more than one. Sure, a ground body that's basically irrelevant. A+. Okay. Slowly wear them down. We get to play Cloud Conceer for certain next turn. Hopefully Boreal Elemental, though. So, we take some damage. That's fine. We just healed that much. Okay. I see a theme my opponent has. I'm just going to attack my opponent with flying creatures. Undead Servant needs to be in the grave for it to make free tokens. Yeah, no blocks. I'm gonna kill you in the air. You can play with those 4/4s that make me lose life when you gain life yet? That's what I thought you were gonna do last turn, was Epicure. Sure. Planes off top. Planes off the top. Thanks, bud. Alright, put our opponent to 4, which is 5, which is 6, which is the total power we control. That's fair. Our opponent's in a... Ozzy's in a pickle. Is the way I'd put it. Let's see how Cat does. Okay, fine. Yeah, weird how evasion's really good. So when I talked about this deck initially, like I said, it's like that's sort of how blue-white Fliers be. You've got these weak creatures, like, you know, we're playing kind of weaker creatures than rate, but it don't matter like what rate is, because hey, Bone Splinters. Do you got another Undead Servant to play? That'd actually be a really good play here if you had a third one. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and put Boreal Elemental out. We cannot attack our opponent for lethal. I could have pumped to 5, but they can heal to 6. So. There's no point in, like, trying to kill them there. Let's just get Boreal down. Let's get, like, our good body, good defensive body, good offensive body. We can use this to not die to, like, an inspired charge. Alright, and I am going to block because Inspired Charge is a card that exists. That's 7 plus 6 would be 13. So, can't have any of that. I kill their undead servant because even if they have a fourth one... Oh, there's the Cutthroat. I mean, the problem is they're at 2. Like, how are you preventing death here? Do you have a way of preventing death here? Because go to 3, I'm attacking for 4. Okay. So the Fathom Fleet Cutthroat is the card I've been playing around a little bit. Like you saw me not block with Sephara in the previous match. Yeah. Nice. I wanted to take... Here, let me take a quick moment. I wanted to talk about the... I don't care. This cycle here. Like, Sephara, Attempsis, Villas, where's Drakuseth, and Gargos. I think these are all really cool, well-designed legends, each one of them. Gargos is really strong with pump spells, really good against removal. Drakuseth is an incredible threat when any attack happens. Sephara makes for a really powerful, like, lord for your Fliers. Villas is, you know, a type of, like, very close to a Grizzlebrand without an easier way to activate. And then Attempsis just has a really cool win condition. So I think all 5 of these are really, really well-made legends. I just wanted to bring them all up. Anyway, 3-0, let's roll. Gargos, the greatest Gargadon. I like it as a Hydra Lord, mostly because I think a greater Gargadon is red. Ah, the Casquatch. Sure. Third land makes this fine. We have Sephara. Third land is what, like, the Cloud Conceer is the breaker that makes me keep this. We have 2 turns to draw the land. I know that, like, I could not pop the Evolving Wilds to have a slightly better draw chance. But we still have 2 live spells if I don't see the third land. So... And the moment I do see the third land, Cloud Conceer says that the fourth land should be fairly quickly forthcoming. There we go. That makes things fine. Like, the odds are quite good on that. It's 15 and 32. Every draw is a slightly under 50-50 chance. So... that attack there is in case I want to use Moment of Heroism, which is fine if I don't. Okay. Our opponent's on Fliers as well. Interesting. I'm just going to play Griffin Protector and pass it back. Cloud Conceer is a real dumb card, yes. It's very powerful. Yeah, I don't think I actually want to make attacks. The thing is, I really want to play Griffin Protector so that next turn the Griffin Protector is alive and well. I was going to say the best play would be Mountain Chandra's Outrage on Griffin Protector, attack for 4. Okay. You know what? As far as plays go, that's a good secondary. I don't believe you. Attack me for 1, I'd take it. Okay, well, Boreal is, like... Sure. Now let's Griffin get in. And now we got 4 Fliers. Next turn I can play Sephara if needs be. Must needs. Do you have burn? 4 mana pacifism. Sweet, I don't care. Oh, that card has flash. Buddy, that card has flash. Okay, sure, whatever. I guess I'm worried about counterspells. Damn, I'm 1 off of playing Sephara just for real, but let's just do this. Hello, my name is Sephara. All my Flyers are indestructible now. Have fun. Spectral Sailor is so strong. Yes. Card's very good. That's 4 draw card. Anyway, next turn we just get to start going to town, and we get to go to town forever, basically. Is that a cat? Yeah. Sure, that's fine. Alright, let's get in. So, I could have pre-commented the Metropolis sprite. I chose not to because the Moment of Heroism is going to be stronger if I pump Metropolis sprite and then triple pump it. Can you pump Metropolis sprite forever? No. 0 toughness will still die. Oh, that's not the outcome you think is going to happen here, boss. Boss. So, Sephara has text at the bottom. Just thought you'd like to know. And, like, the thought would be like, oh, gents, don't play super into there's aerial assault. Figured that had to be coming soon. Our opponent's at 7, so... Or I guess 8. I don't think they have the time to be... Okay. So, I attack in with... Griffin Protector and Sprites? Could get in with Cloud Concealer, too. We'll do it like this. They've got something. What do you got? Shock to my face? Shock to my Metropolis sprite? Sure. Alright, opponent's on 4, and we got enough power of Flyers to be able to kill them. So... Alright, they have enough power of Flyers to block me for a little while. So I need one of their Flyers to be removed. We've got enough removal that we should be able to walk through there sooner or later. Not like that, but, you know, we'll find our way. They basically can't ever attack. We're both on top deck mode. I've got some pretty good top decks. Like, oh, they have a spell. They have something active there. That was on 2 mana. What's their active card? What is that? Okay. Yeah, they're still holding something active. It was active on 2. Might just be Shock. God's Willing. Something like that. And here we're seeing Eternal Isolation. Okay. Yikes. Wrath, huh? That's good. Alright, so we can go ahead and aerial assault, kill the Boreal Elemental. It'll take them quite some time to get back into this. Like, they still need to hit me for 28. We need Drawn into Dreams at this point. Your opponent for 4. They still have a card. It didn't save their guy. Like, that wasn't God's Willing. Burn? Removal? Irrelevant. Okay. I guess it's a body that can start moving. Yep, Spitfire. It's fine. Okay. I guess the actual answer is I shouldn't have attacked with Sephara, because the only way they were going to be able to kill it was specifically with destroy target tapped creature. Okay. Yeah, that's likely the actual line there, was not attacking with that, because that's the only way they had out of it. Good to know for future. Like, Loyal Pegasus doesn't do anything here. It can't attack or block alone, and, well, Boreal Elemental ain't doing anything. 5-turn clock. I really want to draw Dreams. Drawn into Dreams would be very good here. Help. Help. Opponent's dedicated 3-color. That's really powerful. Like, they're not like splash. They are dedicated, all 3. There's no splash in any of that. Yep. Yep. Go to 14. That should have been pre-combat, but sure. I thought about killing Spitfire here, but the Griffin Protector's activation is actually a lot easier to pull off. Unsummon. Alright. So that explains that trick they've been holding, the 1 mana, like, instant that's been going on. And here's what Noman mentioned in the chat, like, Eternal Isolation has some problems in this format. And this is kind of showing it, where, like, nothing our opponents played has been targetable by it, except for, this thing, Herald. Okay, we're at 10. We've got maybe a turn left. So, need to draw something live right about now. Okay. That doth indeed have a chance of being a live card. Okay, I need you to attack with all your flyers. All of them. Not some of them, all of them. Okay, that's the exact opposite of the attack I asked you about. Okay. Understandable. Have a nice day. Sleep paralysis. Here we go. So we kill both their flyers with this charge. So now they've got nothing left. And we've got 4 power flying. Okay. Hey everybody, I found a target for Eternal Isolation. I found it. What is it with this dragon? Yeah. Look, this dragon gets tied to the rock. That is the fate of that dragon at all times. Okay, that was a close one. Should have probably been a little more in our favor. I think the attack with Sephara was too greedy of me. I should not have made it, but thankfully our life buffer actually gave us the time to get out of it. Inspired Charge pulled a very good victory for us, and some timely some cards flipped over. Sweet.
Defeat. You picked a fight with an ancient vampire lord. Foolish.
Hi, Soren. Why did I get double Soren? Okay, I guess I got double Soren. Anyway, let's move along. Yeah, brother Soren. Oh, it's part of the mastery stuff to get the Sorens. Hey, this hand's sweet. And by sweet I mean, like, acceptable. It's actually not sweet. It's just fine. Drawn from Dreams is a card I really like having in my opener, though. This is a very, like, I love how this, like, gets you super action. Like, as far as, like, top decks go, this is the best of the top, you know, it's like, oh, wow. Like, this card exists in, the Pokemon TCG, and it doesn't even look that deep. It's a supporter. I think it's top 6, maybe top 5 grab 2, top 6 grab 2, and puts the rest in the grave. It's not Sage, it's Training. That's the old version of it. It's a pseudo reprint of it. I'm gonna have to set that up. I am working on a cool. Thank you. How you doing? Okay, we're a little short on Sephara time, but we'll get there. Okay. That scares me. That's extremely scary. So this card can get really, really busted very quickly. Because there's the 4-mana 1/1 that makes 2 1/1s. There's some equipment that makes some stuff. This is a bear that can be very scary very quick. So it's funny. Okay. No, I see. Okay, cool. Yep, So they're gonna play a bunch of 1/1s here and attack me for 7? Oh no, okay. Alright, I think I can play the Griffin Protector here. The 7/7, not really the hardest thing in the world to cast. I understand the like, in a vacuum, it's like, wow, 4 creatures. No dice, thank you. No, not gonna walk into your pump. No, absolutely not. Nope. Thank you very much. I'm gonna Frost Lynx that brawler. No, Prisoner, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Alright, so Frost Lynx is gonna block Woodland Champ. Oh, hi! Hammer time! How close are we to hammer time? 8. They're on 6. Okay. Yeah, please, yes. Uh-huh. Please play your trick. Alright, let's, sleep per... Wait a minute. Next turn. Okay, sorry. Had to do the math on that. Yeah, next turn. Our Inspired Charge would have been for 8, not 10. Okay, so they can't equip the hammer. They're one short a hammer. Shit, that's almost lethal if they've got the team. What is that naming? Elemental, alright. Buddy, you don't have time to be tapping out for that. Nice. Spitfire's a good card. Alright, let's go ahead and play... And Inspired Charge does what a Trumpet Blast is meant to do. Okay, that could have been a lot scarier, but our opponent spent a lot of time off. I think the turn where they had 5 mana and passed was the very key turn for this game. Where, like, wow, this looks like it could be a very deadly game, all of a sudden became like, wait, they don't have anything. Like... You know, passing on 5 with nothing up, no removal, just a pump spell you wanted to play. Yeah, not exactly where you want to be. I was very scared of the 3/1/1 elementals, especially with the Anthem there. That would have attacked me for 10, but my life total was 11, so they still didn't have me dead from that. Alright, cat fight. Don't know what's going on with this weird... Oh, yeah, I have no idea. They showed off a number of the Throne of Eldraine stuff, and I think it's actually really interesting, the Throne of Eldraine stuff. I'm gonna keep this. So we definitely want to Evolving Wilds first, because we can't make plays without doing that. Okay. And then next turn, I'm actually going to play our 1s out. So Loyal Pegasus go, Miscreant go, because they are more likely to be able to attack right there. You know, for 3 in the air. Perfect. Alright. Flying is as flying does. You've got nothing. You ain't got shit. Don't play a spider. And if you do, I'll kill it. I will kill your... Oh, sweet. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, you can have ramp. That's fine. Cool. The beatdown's here, everybody. Just play flying creatures. Your opponent can't stop you. Oh no. Wait, I think you gain reach, right? Hey buddy, I got bad news. I got some very bad news for you. Alright, continue the assault. This Eternal Isolation's been doing so much work. Alright, Giant Spider, Giant Spider, Force Claw. Couldn't care less. I'm gonna tag you for 7. I'm gonna play Griffin Protector instead and tag you for 5. Go wide. The removal on it's really cool. The fact that it's bottom of library is incredible. You know, because bottom of library, just like, oh wow, you know, this fails to function. Like, no death triggers, you're not getting it back, it's not top of deck. It's just gone. Alright, there's a Force Claw shot. 1. How many of those you got up your sleeve? You need like 3. Like, I'm going to kill you. You need a couple more fights. You need a double giant spider here. I don't even know what you need. Gains. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Gain 6 life. That's beautiful. I respect the hell out of that place so much. Like, look, so Pulse of Marasa is a card that says in a graveyard because the set that it came from had Surge, a mechanic designed for like 2HG play. So the idea was that you might use Pulse of Marasa on your ally, which is why it says a grave, not your grave, as usual cards of that type do. Hoofa. I love it. That's super good. What is the point of a cosmetic card? It lets your cards look shinier and nicer. You saw our Boreal elementals look nice. They're the equivalent of foils online, is the best way to put it. Because foils online would be kind of annoying, but, like, you know, having a little, like, fuller art card, which they're doing in the new sets, actually. The throne, actually, Throne of Eldraine also has them in the actual set. This looks fine. We got some removal, drawn from dreams. Get out. I really like what I've seen so far of Eldraine. It looks like Lorwyn II, which is a set. So here's one of them that has a skin. You can see how it's like a fuller art card. So. That's the idea. Lich. Not worth my time. I want to get more threats out rather than Vile. We're the aggressor. Drawn from Dreams is going to be nice. Our deck contains 2 copies of Fairy Miscreant. That's it. Exactly 2. Okay, and I got the attack. What's your follow-up? 4th land and a 3-3 or a 3-2? Hey, that's literally what I thought was coming, so that's nice. Do I want to do anything? We're gonna spend this turn just kind of dealing with their board. Making sure the board is ours rather than theirs. There's no way Fairy Miscreant can be a Yu-Gi-Oh card because it has the words draw a card on it. Okay, that's going to be a little expensive for us to deal with. Let's dream. Fairy Miscreant and Cloud Conceer, or Fairy Miscreant and Aerial Assault? Yeah, let's do Cloud Conceer so we can get Sephara going. We have draw 2, so we draw 2 and then we just play Sephara. That'll be easy enough. There's no world where I would pick Island when I have 2 creatures that both say draw a card on them, and also control 2 islands. Like, we'll get to other lands. That's not the problem here. Okay, play another Boreal Elemental, please. Okay, Fairy Miscreant the first. Not nearly as powerful as Fairy Miscreant the second. Oh, sweet. Alright, so we get to play Cloud Conceer. Uh-huh. Yep, draw some card, and then, 1, 2, 3, 4. Submit! And Sephara's here. Sweet. Do they have removal? Do you have removal? Straight up removal? You need some removal. You kind of need to be playing like Murder right now. Like, otherwise you're kind of not functioning. I've been doing that all day at Squirrel Token, specifically because of this card, Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. When it enters play, destroy target creature that. Okay, sleep paralysis. Fine. My indestructible team is still indestructible. Just tapped. So that's fine. So there's still an indestructible team, though. Can get behind that. What? Oh shit. Moment of heroism. We can get some life gain going with that. I think I want to play Sprite. So yeah, Sephara's tapped. I guess if I ever want to redraw Sephara, I could bottom a deck it, but that's not happening. We're just going to keep Indestructible Your Team in play. Like, why would I do anything but Indestructible Your Team, right? Like, and if they spend real removal on Sephara, that's a 2-for-1. So, A+. Come on in. There are more ways of killing a tapped creature. You are correct. However, if they already spent sleep paralysis on it, you know. No, they're in the set. There's a aerial assault as a card in the set. We've been killed by it. Let's just get in. We'll keep back the 1/1s. Because I can use a moment of heroism to kill whatever I want here. Alright, so cat's out of the bag on Indestructible now. They will know it is there. Anyway, we can attack for a lot. Yeah. Goodbye. So Sephara, real good card. Turns out. Very happy with that outcome. What's the cost for enchantment your team is indestructible? Darksteel Forge is probably the... Darksteel Forge and Avacyn are like your comparator points. Like an enchantment that does that? I guess Elspeth's Emblem does that, if you get to that. 7-0. Alright. Let's take our prize. Yeah, as far as only giving your flyers indestructible, ain't a problem when all your creatures are flyers. Indeed. 'Tis the idea. Alright, let's go ahead and the mastery tree. So here we can put orbs down to give cards like skins. Like, make them look nicer. In honor of our friend. I think we have to choose this one. In honor of that incredible play. Alright. With that done, I want to go for round 2. That was quick enough that I feel like we can get in a second here. So let's roll right back in. Maybe this one won't be as successful, maybe it will. But... So, alright. Jumping in on 2. Alright, nothing. Blanks. Zips. Nada. Risen Reef. Okay. I mentioned Risen Reef before, and one of the things about Risen Reef is I think that the card is not terribly great in blue-green straight, but I think it's very good if you have, like, full teamer going, because it really needs red in limited to back it. That's part of the card. Like, without red, it doesn't have as much strength. These are reprints, Manic Volcanic, from about... How long ago was Theros? 6 years ago? 5 years ago? Yeah, these are reprints from Theros block, which was the reason they're temples all was because they were all different temples. They only have the 5 though, so in this set we only have temple like the black green, green blue, blue red, red white, white black. We don't have the other 5. White, blue, blue, black, black, red, red, green, green, white. Risen Reef. Risen Reef's always fun. I like the card. Could try it. The thing is, I don't see much else I care about. Aerial Assault's good removal. Dagger Sail Aeronaut is actually quite good. This is Red Snapping Drake. Look at all those knives. That goblin's got a lot of knives. And, like, this is a good sideboard card, but we're in best of 1, so it ain't doing anything. And I don't care about picking temples, because, like, I'm not really hard up for those. Let's go and see if the Teamer Elemental plan can function. Maybe it can, maybe it can't. That pick is a decent way to roll with it. We got another Devout Decree. God's Willing and Pacifism, nice white. I like Thicket Crasher. This is a card I'm always happy to have in elemental-style decks, because handing off Trample to, like, Vorst Claw, or even just handing off Trample in general is a nice little surprise. Captivating Gyre is fine. This isn't, like, this is, like, you know, Sea God's Revenge. And sometimes Sea God's Revenge is, wow, why... The faces on all those, like, ghosts or whatever really... are off-putting. Like, why are we putting 3 drills in the washing machine? I don't know. I'm a big Thicket Crasher. Pull some Marasa, Rugged Highlands, Spider, Blood for Bone, Blood for Bone, Blood for Bone, Blood for Bone. So, the actual thing here is I'm actually going to pick up the Rugged Highland. So, because we just had our victory draft, we're going to have our sort of lap where I feel like we're just going to roll with the Risen Reef and see what we can go with that. And I've talked about this before. Forcing something in Limited is generally a bad idea. It's very unlikely for you to, like, get exactly what you're looking for. Sometimes it can work. But generally, it's a lot smarter to like, ride the waves. While looking here, black actually looks pretty decent. Bone Splinters is nice. White's been pretty good already, but green's also fine here. Anyway, but we're going to try the reef plan. I believe in that. We got Rabid Bite, which is good. I like Woodland's Champion a lot. Yeah, the Flyer deck went undefeated thanks to nobody knowing what Sephara did half the time. So Rabid Bite gets the job done, especially with, like, Thicket Crasher. Woodland Champion is a card I respect a lot. It's a good creature on 2. And, like, if we're in red, the Elemental Liker Maker works very well with it. Champion. I know the removal's slightly better, but I don't care about that. Let's good growth cycle. Horse Claw. Sure. So we got decent green. A Shock. I'll pick up Shock. It's late enough Shock that I'm happy with it. Veil of Summer, Plummet. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god, look at it. 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 Look at how happy it is. Look how small it is, too. Like, there's a fork. I like Scale Fork. Scale Fork. Plummet. Veil. Fine, let's take our friend. Take the Aeronaut. Sure. Risen Reef might be the splash here, really. Looks like Risen Reef is going to be the splash here. That's actually probably the better splash, to be honest. Ah, Villas, how you doing, my friend? You huge? Get huge? Getting huge? Big old demon? Losing life, drawing cards? Is Plummet too niche to pick? No. I actually think that Plummet is a good main deckable card in this format because 4 of the 5 colors have flyers. So, every color but green has flyers. Like, in black, we have Villas at rare, obviously, but even at common, you've got the Vulture and a couple other things. In red, you have flyers. And in blue and white, well, I don't need to tell you how many flyers there are in those colors. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Woodland Champion the second again, see if we can get that rolling. Yeah, splash for triple black. It's easy. Infuriate, Air Elemental, Keldon Raider. Air Elemental is an Elemental. That one gets the job done. Infuriate is almost Giant Growth. It's like 5/6 of Giant Growth. Giant Growth. Yeah, that red dragon that generates treasure is very good with Woodland's Champ. Pick up the Air Elemental here. Maybe we want it, maybe we don't. There's that Plummet. Barkhide Troll. This thing's real good. I'm aware of Blue Boo with no fixing. We're probably not, like, we might not play it, but I wasn't liking too much in there. Chandra's Spitfire. That's a good elemental. Barkhide Troll's a really good 2-drop. This is a good aggressor, but I think I like the Spitfire. Plummet in here. Hopefully that tables. Thicket Crasher. Let's get Spitfire going. Might have the Masses. Chandra Outrage. Lavakin Brawler. Lavakin Brawler getting the job done. Next to Chandra's Outrage, though. Now let's make the plan. I think the Outrage is the better pick. Hey, here's the plan. That's the actual card we want. This is the secondary card we want, but this is the actual card we want. There's a ramp card there too. Ooh, Swiftwater Cliffs. So there's Healer of the Glades here, but we really want blue fixing to be able to play with Risen Reef on time. So let's get that fixing. This might be a good point for Scuttlebutt or Evolving Wilds, actually. I think the Wilds might do more for Wild. 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 Anticipate. More Scorch Spitting. Sure. Here's our plummet. So now we have a plummet we can main deck if we want. Ooh, Healer of the Glade. It's actually a card that's playable. So what we want is actually a second Risen Reef. That's sort of the missing piece here. If I had one more Risen Reef, I feel good. Alright, Marauding Raptor kills every creature we play and makes them cost one less. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep. Goblin Smuggler is probably one I probably want. Yeah, I agree with you. This thing with Lavakin Brawler is probably gonna do good for us. So I think the Smuggler is fine pickup now. The only other card here I like would be like Healer or Spider. But like, those aren't like, I want those to table. Alright, let's get something else nice. Fry. Hey, Dargan. Dargan? Ooh, we also got Ramp Druid, but Dragon with Woodland Champ. We've seen that before. Those are good cards. So Leafkin Druid is another card that kind of makes this deck function a little better, in that it lets you play Lavakin Brawler and things a little earlier than you should. Bark-Eyed Troll is good for double green aggression. Dragon is fixing. Lets us get our Risen Reef, too. That might be more important. Wow, Leafkin Druid's so good, though. It's tough. We go with the Evasive Creature. Sorry, Leafkin. Chandra's Outrage, Leafkin Druid 2. Now let's... Who needs a removal? What's that all about? I ain't never heard of removal. Don't really want any of these. The joke there is that Chandra's Outrage was the obvious pick, and I chose not to pick it. Sure. Lavakin Brawler the next. Don't really care too much about these. Do I have a Feral Invocation? I don't know, let me get one of those. Well. Alright, gonna get us a Scuttlemutt there. Alright, are you ready for 4 Scorch Spinners that deck? Alright. So this deck is a hot mess, and that's great. So we want Scorch Spitters, Shock, Lavakin Brawlers, Dragon, Growth Cycle, Leafkin Druid, Woodland Champion, Invocation, Overcome that, and then like Risen Reef and Lightning Stormkin, put in the fixing, call it good. Love this little buddy. No. For having 4 Scorch Spitters is like the deck, right? Like, Scorch Spitter plus Chandra's Spitfire. Come on. Trying to remember the one in Hearthstone. Does bonus damage. It had a pitchfork. It had a big pitchfork. Well, see, here's the thing, Lace. If I cut Vorst Claw to put in a ramp piece, like, that's the opposite of what I just wanted. Like, I just cut my top end to put in a piece to get to my top end, right? Like, so those both, like, don't really work. Could get rid of the growth cycle. It's only 1x. I have Infuriate, which is about the same in Feral Invocation, which is better. Maybe that's fine. Sure, let's go that way. Alright. Alright. Yeah, our friend Lizard. Place your bets. Where do you think this one's going between 7-0 and 7-0 and 0-3? Place your bets. Golfwang. Wow. That's a strong name. Hell yes. 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 Oh, look at this. Chandra's Spitfire with Scorch Spitter, Infuriate, Shock, Active Tree. We're the beatdown, everybody. Hi. My name's Jens. We're the beatdown today. I'm just here to kick my opponent's ass here. Like uh-huh. Sup? Hell no. Goblin smuggling, alright. It's fine. Is that a blocking goblin smuggler? Perfect. Alright. Hey, bud. Look, I have a game plan, alright? I hope you appreciate the game plan. Oh no! You can shock one of my Scorch Spitters. Oh, Leafkin Druid, you're amazing, awesome, perfect, beautiful. I love you. No attacks. Okay. Alright. So Leafkin Druid only needs 1 more creature to be able to tap for 4, or tap to get us to 4 mana. Tap for 2. When it's on 5, I could... So, like... I might be able to use that. They might shock one of my Scorch Spitters just to keep off, Oh, shit!
I've survived an apocalypse. I will survive you.
Fuck. Okay. Act of treason, huh? Act of treason, huh?
How you've grown.
Appreciate the power in our opponent's deck for playing Ember Hauler and Vivian Arcbow. How am I killing Vivian? I don't know if I am. I can activate using the Goblin Smuggler, attack at Vivian. Because Scorchspitter gets to shoot whatever it's attacking.
You've made a dangerous enemy. Ah. Well, you're annoying.
Piece of crap. You absolute jerk. No, but for real, like, this game, I think, has ended.
I'm a survivor.
Like, we can't actually do anything about Vivian. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, we're about 4 turns late on that third
I'd get
land.
out of the way if I were you.
We had a lot of plays to keep us going in the meantime, but... Hey, bud. So they're going to be attacking for lethal here. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's actually lethal. They pump Smuggler and Ember Hauler, and then we go to -1. Oh, or that, too. That works.
Get him.
Dang. I was very happy looking at that hand with the Spitfires and the Spitters. Ember Hauler's a very good card, by the by. Ooh. Alright. Let's see if we can stick the landing out of that one. That's fine. Magic happens. It's on to the next game. Slarm. Alright. So how's this opening look? Looks fine. Full colors. Alright. Scorch Spitter. Let's go. That's getting, we're in a danger territory here, aren't we? This is, okay. Yeah, you gotta block it. Alright, let's see what they've got. Can they make a 4-power creature here is the biggest question. They need to make a Thicket Crasher, I think. Wave Crasher is about the same as a Thicket Crasher in the end. So I'm attacking with the Scorch Spitter and the Brawler because if they block the Scorch Spitter, they take 6, you know? So I'm willing to push damage there. Okay, so they lost their ramp, which is actually very big for that playing the Wave Crasher there. What are you holding? What are you holding? What? What are you holding? What's the trick? Feral Invocation? It's Feral Invocation, right? That's the only card it could be. Well, let's fish. Yeah, Feral Invocation? So the reason I say Feral Invocation is that if it was a 2-mana trick like Growth Cycle, they would have played Leafkin Druid. So they're holding a Feral Invocation here. I feel pretty confident in that. I'm not going to make the attack. End step do it? Maybe there was a bounce trick too. That's always possible, but... What is this? What is happening here? Okay, unsummon, plus, you're still holding, so you still have a trick. Okay, 5. And Rabid Bite the Lavakin Brawler? That'd be pretty decent. The Brawler is one of our best creatures right now. I'd love you to just go to combat and attack me. What is... Oh boy. You can't convolute it. You got a bone to ash it. There you go. Six cards in hand. The fact that they have so many cards in hand actually scares the hell out of me. Like, we have no gas left, and they're like, oh yeah, I've got 1 billion cards. Dreadful. Ugh. Okay, that's fine. So they've got that. We just need to draw into... I think our dragon would be our best draw here. Act of treason, huh? Alright. Put our opponent to 1? Alright, Scorch Spitter, please. My friend. My friend, where are you? Where's my lizard? Where is it? I need my lizard. Scholar of the A, oh my god. What's that pick up? Unsummon Bone to Ash. Okay. That sucks. Yes! No, I can't attack with it. But they don't have triple blue. Okay. So they have to bounce Scorch Spitter before I go to combat, or else they lose. I can't attack here. That's fine. So they can bounce Scholar of the Ages and do infinite shenanigans? Please don't play an... Okay, fine. So they have to kill Scorch Spitter. There's no play they have. Like, they unsummon, yeah, they just unsummon Bone Ash. They have it. Like, so they have to do that before I go to combat. And then hopefully I draw something else, some other threat I can push through right now, right? Pile of 1/1s would be a good example. Can we just draw shock? Really? The hell's your hand? Like, I know Bone Ash is unsummoned, but like... Oh my god, please. Combat? Okay, anticipate, sure. I just need A damage. So I played the fetch land because it's a fetch land. If that was any other basic, I wouldn't have played it. I would have held it. We have a lot of cards that just win us the game on resolution. Shock. Make a pile of 1/1 elementals with haste. Okay, 3-turn clock. Got it. Hey, that's that card I called like 6 years ago. Okay, 3-turn clock. Not much left for time. So I need to draw a real spell. I need to draw something... Got a pump spell for Thicket Crasher, please. Do we still have our Infuriate? We do. They gotta tap their mana right so that they don't tap out of blue. Shit, that has life gain on creature death. Useless. Okay. So we get attacked for 6, and now our only draws that are live are Feral Invocation, Infuriate, Shock. That's about it. Not Forest. Alright. Well, heck. Yep, gain your life, draw your card. Pass the turn. God, put it to 2, like, to 1. Like, where did I miss the damage? Was there a point I attacked incorrectly? Like, where... Could I have waited on the act of treason, maybe? Waiting for the server. Oh, have I been hyper-booted? Come on. There we go. I always want to, like, see if there's a, like... It's not like, ah, heck, that should have been a lot better. It's like, asking yourself if there was a play like, that could have gone better, right? Like, and looking back on your games just to make sure. Hey, Scorch Spitter, how you doing? Ah, opponent on the play. That's horrible. They get to make 2 drops before I get to attack with my Scorch Spitter. Okay. Hey, that's good to see. The Scorchers. Metropolis Sprite go. We're looking at something. I only invocation if it actually gets a like a trade. Like, it wouldn't invocation for no reason. That would be meaningless. Ah! Okay. That's a decent answer to that play. So we get Thicket Crasher soon. We get Big Thicket Crasher most likely, like the Feral Invocated Thicket Thrasher. Oh, that was what they were like considering? Am I fighting an opponent missing a land? Buddy. Buddy, you're thank you. Yes! Oh, Nelly. Perfect. Yeah, they missed a land drop. Okay. So we're fighting opponent on 2 lands. Okay, 3rd land. So they have 5 live cards. Known live, actual pieces of cardboard. Yes, absolutely want that attack. So now the beatdown begins. We have Feral Invocation and Act of Treason to make things more beatdown. We've got Thicket Crasher to hand off Trample. They're gonna gain 0 and assassinate Woodland Champ, right? No, Frostlings tap it. Okay, that's fine. Washak. Again, do they have Assassinate on Woodlands Champ? That's something I keep thinking about. 5 cards in hand, still no lands, so they're all live. Okay, one of the best plays they've got. Hands down. Particularly with the Scamper, that's just gonna trade with Daybreak Champlain, nothing else. I think that's okay. So very obvious block there. Okay, that's not the block I expected. That clears out some room. Perfect. Now Act of Treason might be enough to get us out of here if they've, like, land Big Four. I don't know what Big Four would be. But basically we still have a Thicket Crasher and a Scamper, so... Hell, Act of Treason here is lethal. Okay. Well, that doesn't do anything, so... Combat. Okay. Fourth land. Metro Sprite. And unsummon on. Yeah. I know, like, in the moment, that looked right. Like, alright, I will unsummon the 3-3, and it will be a 1-1. But that was not actually a one. This thing. Right. This thing was, like, really hyped up, and then I don't think did anything. Alright. Like, it was really hyped up as an answer to, like, Banefire and, like, as a way to go back to 10. But, like, wow. Wow, no. Sure, yeah. I'm gonna be greedy here. Okay, Metro Sprite? Fairy Miscreant, alright. So the reason I put the land on the bottom is I figured that our deck was either going to give me two things. The land, Stance of the Dragon, or cards to cast. And either outcome I was fine with. Play an Audacious Thief here. Shit! Fairy Miscreant 2, and a Heart Piercer. No, no, that's fake. I don't believe that. I do not believe in Heart Piercer Bow, even though I had an opponent who very much believed in Heart Piercer Bow. Air Elemental ain't in the deck. People keep saying a lot of cards that ain't in the deck. Sure, that's fine. Like, 1 damage doesn't mean much. Dragon time, everybody. Do you have Convolute? You do. No. Okay. Hello, my name is Dragon. And there's our tokens for our champ. Unsummon the champ, unsummon the champ. Unsummon the champ. Alright, that's just getting dumb. I don't want to deal with that. Okay. So I can act a treason the fairy miscreant to kill the other fairy miscreant. Really? So if they have just destroy a creature that was dealt damage, that thing's already dead, right? So like blocking there doesn't change that outcome. And like basically every trick that would have worked already would have worked with just the bow. That's terrible. Yep, that's fine. Pattern matcher for another Cutthroat? Or another Fairy Miscreant? Either or is actually quite good, because the Fathom Fleet Cutthroat with the Heart Piercer bow works really well. Yeah, another Cutthroat. So they have Destroy Target Creature again. That's a pain in the arse. Shit, what am I gonna do about this? Flood the board. If I act a treason here, I get in for 5. And then I have Overcome to attack for 9, which is not lethal. I think I have to do this. Yikes, okay. So I think from here we actually aren't able to win anymore because we're going to lose every creature on our board. And our life total is, 13, and we're going to 6 here. Alright, well, dang. This deck fell apart in ways I did not fully expect. Okay, it's not the end here. This might not be over if Overcome can kill next turn. But we know they have stuff, like... Okay, so I have to leave back 2 blockers. We know their hand has Fathom Fleet Cutthroat to be able to kill Woodland Champ. Like, that's not a question. That's an answer. That's a horrible attack. God, we can't punish it either. Okay, so they kill our 4/4. I can overrun, attack for 9. That's not lethal. Yeah. Yeah, that bow, like, this bow killed like 4 of our creatures. That is much more value than that card generally gets. Alright, anyway. That will be the end of us for the day, though. We've done a pair of drafts. We had one go. I think both basically went as planned. We didn't get to do the Risen Reef thing even once, though. So maybe that's actually a sadness. Anyway, let's go ahead and open up some packs and call it a day. That seems good, though. I always like having... I like the Scorch Spitter plan, though. I think that's really funny. I think maybe our deck didn't actually want to... So the truth of our deck is that it didn't actually want the blue splash, and it wanted to be like a 15 land deck, right? Like, you cut Vorse Claw, you cut the blue, you put in a little bit more aggression out of the... Maybe even Growth Cycle comes back in, and that's how the deck should actually function, right? Like, that's the better deck that we had available to us. The blue splash didn't ever hurt us. Incorrect. We mulliganed because of it. We mulliganed in game 4 specifically because of Island in our hand and not Mountain.
From the smallest ant to the largest hydra,
Hey, Vivian.
nature is beautiful.
This card's very powerful. Such a beating in limited. I could wonder how well that translates to constructed. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining. Hope you all had a fun time today. I had a really great time with both the pair of our drafts here. And I'm glad we did both. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to catch more of this, you can always follow, see when I go live. You can always subscribe. You got cool skull, cool slime. Anyway, but if you're just here having fun, that's all. That's all I need. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.